I have a young friend. Sophia is her name. She's 4 going on 5. And we've known each other since we baptized her. And recently her grandmother told me that when Sophia heard that her grandfather was going to have some eye surgery, she immediately and quite naturally started to talk to God about the operation, very much like she was just conversing and he was talking back. And Sophia does that fairly frequently. I've known of a lot of young children like that, for whom God seems to be quite present and real to them. I do believe that some children have a sort of an innocence and a purity of heart and soul that makes them very open in a kind of everyday way to a wonderful sense of God and His love all around them. St. Bonaventure was a mystical theologian of this sort of love of God, of the journey to God, of being taken up into God's life and His being. Bonaventure was an Italian Franciscan of the 13th century, born just a few years before Francis of Assisi himself died. A brilliant philosopher and theologian. A good friend, colleague, peer of St. Thomas Aquinas at the University of Paris. However, when Bonaventure was only 37, he had to leave his stellar role as a teacher because he had been elected the Master General of all the Franciscan Order. And he's seen as a sort of second founder of the Franciscans, as he was able to give some order to this charismatic way of life of Francis, while at the same time he articulated a deep theology of the mystical and spiritual experience of his beloved Father Francis as well. St. Francis of Assisi marked the whole church and the whole world so profoundly because he exuded a freedom from being immersed in God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, knowing intimately His presence and His love. So, at the essence of Bonaventure's theology is the truth that God is the foundation of all. God is goodness, truth, being itself, who wants to draw us into Him. This love of Christ that surpasses all knowledge that the letter to the Ephesians refers to. Bonaventure was a brilliantly detailed philosopher, yet he also emphasized that this knowledge is hidden from the prideful of this world and given to the childlike, to those who are open to receive it. The Lord wants to show this love and its joy and peace to your family. Our children are made for it. It's not complicated. He wants you to let Him in and make room for Him in your home and in your heart. Making love, sharing, communication central in your home and recognizing that Jesus is the heart of it all. Talk about Jesus. Practice your faith. Live it out together in love for others. Pray together. There is nothing that is going to make you happier